What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today we're going to talk about the Transformers MPG-16 Nucleon Quest Super Convoy. Now, this is a black redeco of the MPG-09 Super Gen Ride, which is inspired by the TRU Japan Nucleon Quest Convoy for 2001. This is not a Nemesis repaint. This is actually basically supposed to repaint, I guess, of the original Super Gen Ride, set or something like that. I forgot the whole story behind it, but it's not a Nemesis. It's just a black and, black repaint with, red, kind of similar to that of like the Fire and Guts one, very similar to that, it's just another deco. But this wasn't in the anime or anything like that. It's just, I forgot exactly what it means. And honestly, I'm not going to go look it up because it's been like 24 years. Okay. Yeah. I mean, when you're shopping on eBay and you see all of the different repaints of G1 figures, you kind of get familiar with seeing them all the time. It is what it is, y'all. I'm not here to start stuff, just letting you know. But we're going to look at comparison pictures today. A little under the weather, clearing my throat. So here we go. So yeah, he's, like I said, black, but this time instead of having blue windows, he's got red windows. Gen Rider High Q is now painted black. Everything is the same, except it's just now black with the gray deco. Why isn't everything connected correctly? That's so weird. Like, why is one foot stuck out from the other foot? But we're going to spend about another 7 minutes looking at the video, so don't be upset. So here they are all combined, and yeah, they do look good. I'm not going to lie. Only thing I will say is that the arms, the way that they like flow up, they seem a little too high to me. I don't know if that's just, yeah, it just looks a little high to me, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of want one. Now, let's get back into the nitty gritty of the thing. So these are roughly the same size as, our main line, just with more details. Now, of course, we do have a God Gen Rai in, basically, the Transformers main line from way back. It's been, it's been about 9 or 10 years now. Wow, it's been that long. You had to go through the hoops and hurdles of getting the Japanese version, and later on they released them as like Magnus Prime in one of those box sets that they released during that time. No, those weren't some bad box sets. And the fact that you were able to get the correct version of a Gen Rai in that set, albeit just some different colors, not really so much colors, just different paint apps here and there. I think that's a plus for everybody. But so far, so good. The deco is great. I mean, QC aside. Now, everybody's been saying that the deco for High Q is different, or God Gen Rai is different from that of the one from the Nucleon Quest. I mean, the only difference I see is just chrome where there should be not chrome, and that's about it. Somebody was saying it's like a different deco. I'm like, it's different deco, just one is black and one is red. That's all I see, and slight differences on the back where the engine block is. And I think they did something similar with like the other release, the one that has the red eyes. That's supposed to be more like the animation release. I think he comes with like the like a shiny back or something like that. I gotta go back and look at that, but I'm pretty sure it does. Now we're gonna compare them off to the robot modes. And yeah, the only thing I don't like is why is no one comparing him with Mainline? I'm gonna have to go look for some pictures that me compare with Mainline, because it's like everybody forgets all of a sudden. And I know just because you own a bunch of Masterpiece figures doesn't mean you don't have Mainline figures floating around in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would love to see that, but I hear he's about 6 to 7 inches. So he's about same size as Optimus Prime, I think. He's not that much bigger. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody will chime in and say, no, you're wrong, Super Robot Head. Well, then tell me I'm wrong. I don't have the figure, okay? And I haven't decided if I want to pick up one of these yet or not. I'm, contemplating that. Just because right now I'm buying other stuff. But here we are with the full combined mode. And again, he is primarily going to be black. Shades of dark silver, a little bit of blue, but the Autobot symbols are still red. And they haven't, it's not the first time they've done this, if I'm not mistaken. They did this in animated. Well, in the Japanese version animated, they have kind of like a black version of Optimus Prime that's really an Autobot. And then I think then they do it with like not Prime, but the Japanese version, Orange Micron, where they did the I guess they kind of did like that Dark God Optimus Prime, but he's more like a black and gold, kind of like repaint, not quite a Nemesis. I think they did something with that. Now he does have the blue eyes because he is a repaint of the original Jinrai toy, which is, yeah, the Jinrai toy in America had blue eyes. And in Japan, he has red eyes because, you know, he just has red eyes. Doesn't mean he's a Decepticon like we're used to, but he just does. Now, I do like looking at the plastic. Plastic quality looks nice. The Autobot symbol, nice there. There's the details there. I believe that's painted as well for the base, and that's pretty good. The inside details are painted too. Nice detail there. Nice work. I love that. We're going to see some more detail. And again, we got more of a yellow in the middle. Like I said, blues on the front. Nothing to denote really a Nemesis colorway. And even on the underside of the trailer, which is also the, you know, bigger robot body, it's the same thing. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Now, I'm not 100% sure if they are going to do Fire and Guts version, but I would believe they would do that since that's very iconic from, you know, the cartoon and everything like that. So, and of course, the comparison of the head sculpts. Like I said, they're pretty much identical except for the paint job. Fist is the same thing. One hand's blue, the other hand's black. Now we get to see what he looks like combined with the parts. And yes, now in the original toy, there was never a God Bomber made. That's in the black deco. Though there is supposedly, I heard, a prototype, but I don't know if it was someone just with a custom or something like that, but there's never been a true God Bomber that was made to work with anything. The only God Bombers I know that are made are the original for in the reissues and what the Apex Prime and whatnot. And then the other one that came with Fire and Guts, but we never got one with the Nucleon Quest Deco. So looking at this is pretty good. I know there's some QC issues that we got to deal with and everything like that before owning this. I don't know yet. Like I said before, I'm out on Transformers right now. I really am. Like, I haven't really had any focus on Transformers. This took a lot to make a video because I'm not even thinking about Transformers right now. I got like so much other things in my mind. You know, just, it's a lot. It's not even people. It's people, but it's, you know, sometimes when you dealing with stuff and you just dealing with stuff and there's so much stuff and you just like, you got to cut off other stuff. Well, that's what happened in this situation. I had to cut stuff off, you know, because it was just getting out of hand and everything like that. So we're going to finish talking about this toy here. I don't know. Like I said before, if this catches my eye, then I'll go ahead and pick him up and everything like that. If not, then, you know, I'll just try to, you know, stick with what I know and, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty good with what I have. If anything else comes out, I'll oblige. So what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below. This is Super Robot Ed. Bring more news reveals to them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.